Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Julie from Story A Day here. In his 2003 Nobel Prize speech, honoree and author J.M. Coetzee used his moment on the stage to reflect on what a shame it was that his parents weren't there. They hadn't lived long enough to see the day when the Nobel Committee gave him the prize in literature. And he said, "Why must our mothers be 99 and long in the grave before we can come running home with a prize that will make up for all the trouble we've been to them?" Sympathise a little bit with that because, I was certainly troublesome for my parents, and my children certainly gave me some interesting days. And maybe he was being humorous, but that was sort of the essence of all of his speech, or at least the part that they quoted on the Nobel Prize website. There was probably more to it. But anyway, I thought this was kind of an odd and dispiriting message to leave with writers, and a weird way to use your moment on the big stage. It's possible that it struck me harder than normal because I lost my dad this summer, and I'm currently going through that process of getting used to not being able to share things with him, not being able to see his face react to things that I know he would have enjoyed. But what I know in my bones is that though he would have been tickled pink by my current and future achievements, his pride in me was based on who I am and how I'm living, and not on any big outcome or prize. And yeah, I know I'm privileged to have awesome parents. Not everyone has that, so I appreciate it. And I pass on this tidbit for you because I saw it from my vantage point. It wasn't about the prizes. It's not about the big moments. Those are the things that happen occasionally. They are not the things that make up a life or a writing practice. It's the millions of tiny decisions and actions that we take day after day that tell people who we are and that add up to a life. It doesn't matter if your writing goes well today. It matters that you did it. It doesn't matter if you wrote 5,000 words today. It matters if you come back and add more words soon. It doesn't matter if your first draft is ropey. It matters that you finish, that you summon up the courage to revise it and revise it again, and that you decide you're bold enough to share it. It doesn't matter if your writing is on trend. It matters that you spend your time working on something that delights you, even as it frustrates you. Something that only you could write. After Tom Stoppard died recently, there was a widely shared letter that appeared in the UK newspaper The Times. In the letter, a surgeon and cancer researcher called Dr. Michael Baum recounted how, while attending a performance of Stoppard's play Arcadia, he was introduced to the idea of chaos theory, and it changed the way he was thinking about the process of solving a thorny problem in treating breast cancer. And this was back in the 90s, so it was a while ago now. And treatment has really changed since then. One of the things that he talked about in the letter is a real treatment now, and it saved lives. And the doctor ends his letter, "Stoppard never learned how many lives he saved by writing Arcadia." And I hope somebody thanks that surgeon personally for sending that letter, because I think he helped a ton of creative people by writing that letter. He reminded us that prizes are nice. Publication acceptances are nice. Being able to make some money from your writing may or may not be nice, depending on how you feel about turning your avocation into a job. But writing is weird. It's a way to place our ideas into the heads of someone we've never met. It's a way to manipulate the emotions of people living in a future that we might never see. It's the stone cast into a vast pond, causing ripples we can't possibly track. The work is the point. The work is the starting point. We may never receive the prizes, the publication, the acclaim, but we can certainly never receive them if we don't build the habit of doing the work. And doing the work has to matter enough to you that you would do it, even if you never hear that your parents are proud of you. Even if you never know that you saved lives with your writing. You may never know what your writing means to other people. What does your writing mean to you? And can you find a way to make that enough? Do you ever go to your desk to write and find you have no idea what to do? You want to make every session count. You want to complete works that you're proud to share and reach others' hearts the way your favourite authors touched yours. If you want to become a more confident writer, can always make the most of whatever time you have to write, you're the exact person I created the Story a Day Challenge Handbook for. A collection of 31 story lessons and prompts, each with a warm-up exercise and a brainstorming exercise, the Story a Day Handbook creates a powerful training plan for your writing practice. To find out more, come to storyaday.org/challenge-handbook. Thanks for listening. Why not come over to the blog at storyaday.org and check out this week's writing prompts and articles. And in the meantime, have a great creative week and of course, keep writing.